All right, welcome everybody. I'm going to go ahead and start recording.
Hi, Cassandra, long time no see you.
Hey, Mr. Jesus, you just joined us. We are recording. Just making
Sounds
it work.
good. Hey guys, how you guys doing?
Good. Happy New Year.
Good afternoon, everyone.
So we're going to give it about another minute or so, and then we'll go ahead and start the meeting after that. We're still waiting on a few members, so we'll just about another minute, and then we'll go ahead and start.
Welcome, Norma.
Thank you.
Happy New Year's, Walter.
As people join us, I'll probably have to pause to either allow them into the room or their entry so that they can know that my name is Jaime Jaramillo, principal. Just in case, I mean, I think I've met all of you already before. This is a little out of the ordinary because we usually have an organizational meeting in July, which sets the dates for our LSC meeting and our positions and everything else. So right now it's a little out of order. As you know, the last term was extended due to COVID. And this is going to be the first meeting of the new council of the elected members, which were elected just recently. So what we're going to do is, this is the organizational meeting. We're going to still with us on the council who formerly had positions. You can go ahead and continue the actions of those positions until we get through the process, and you would be basically temporarily in positions until we do a formal election process. So if I'll call the meeting to order, and Master Sergeant, if you wouldn't mind, if you can go ahead and do roll call, and then we can go from there. You are on mute, Master Sergeant.
You're on mute, Master Sergeant.
Okay, I'm going to do roll call based on the new members. I'm just going to call you by your last name because I don't have your first name. And we have Sanchez, parent.
Here.
Hernandez. Is it Arsuego? How you pronounce your name?
His name is Arsuaga.
But it's I believe it's our.
Aguirre. Toledo. And Valentin. Ms. Aquiles.
Present.
Present.
Lopez. Sergeant Davis present. Ms. Russo.
Present.
Mr. DeJesus.
Present.
And Mr. Jaramillo.
Present.
Present. Welcome,
Is that our
Katie.
student rep?
And Mr. Cervantes.
Thank you.
Welcome.
We have
Katie.
9 present. We have a quorum.
Okay, great. Thank you very much, Master Sergeant.
We have 9 present. We have a quorum.
All right, thank you very much. Ms. Valentine, if you would like to take over from here.
Sure. So I am going to take the temporary, this point, we'll be selecting a chair for the next year of council. Mr. Jaramillo, can you confirm the term? How long is this term for?
It's for the rest of this school year and next year, as far as I know, because it's supposed to be a 2-year cycle. So this cycle is shortened. So it should be for the rest of the school year and all of the next school. And I apologize, I'm gonna have to try to join using my phone issues. You know what, I'm gonna actually mute my video, see if that helps.
So at this time, we need a selection of a temporary secretary. Master Davis.
I would like to nominate Master Sergeant Cornell Davis.
I don't know what I did, you, sir.
I second that. Open for discussion, close for discussion, all in favor?
Hello?
Just to clarify, this is for the temporary secretary, so just temporary until we get the meeting going and vote in an official secretary. So
Okay.
you're kind of still not on the hook yet, Master Sergeant.
All in favor?
Roll call.
Roll call vote. Master Sergeant, please. Unmute yourself.
Ms. Lopez,
Aye.
and I know we have some people not here. Sanchez,
Aye.
Hernandez, Oswego,
Yes.
Aguirre, Toledo, Ms. Valentine, Mr. Gillis,
Aye.
Ms. Lopez,
Aye.
Sergeant Davis, yes, Ms. Russo, Ms. DeSuze,
Yes.
and Mr. Jaramillo,
Yes, and then
Yes.
also don't forget Kaidi said
and Ms. Cervantes.
Yes.
9 yes, no no's, motion. 5-8.
I apologize for the sound. I'm trying to
All right. So with
log in the sound with my computer.
So I make a motion to approve the agenda as presented.
I second.
I said,
Open for discussion. Close for discussion. All in favor? Roll call vote.
9 call it right. Mr. Jaramillo,
Hello,
Ms.
can
Valentine,
you guys hear me? I apologize
yes,
for
sir.
technical difficulties. Let me try one more time.
So, Ms. Jaramillo. Now I get back to Ms. Valentine,
Yes.
Ms. Hernandez,
yes.
Ms. Russo,
Yes.
Mr. DeSuze,
Yes.
Mr. Keelis,
Yeah.
Ms. Sanchez,
Yes.
Ms. Lopez,
Yes.
and Ms. Cervantes.
Yes.
Ms. Sergeant Davis, yes. 9 yes, no, motion pass, 5-10.
Now moving to the next item in our agenda, which is nomination and selection of a chairperson. So at this point, we're taking nominations for the chair of the Steinmetz Local School Council.
I nominate Ms. Valentine.
I'll second that.
Oh my God.
Do you accept?
I do accept.
Anybody else?
Anybody else interested in being the chair of the council? This position can be taken by any parent that is a member of the council, so nominations are open at this time. So open for discussion. No discussion, close of discussion, roll call vote.
You're on mute.
It's a roll call vote. Master Sergeant, you're on mute.
I'm working on 2 computers, sorry. Mr. Armillo? Ms. Valentine?
Yes.
Ms. Hernandez?
Yes.
Mr. Keelis?
Yes.
Ms. Russo?
Yes.
Mr. DeSuze?
Yes.
Ms. Sanchez?
Yes.
Ms. Lopez?
Yes.
Ms. Cervantes?
Yes.
Sergeant Davis, yes. Mr. Harmio? A yes, 1.
Which Jaramillo? We got 2 in here on the screen.
He's probably muted. 8 yes, 1 no vote, 1 non-vote. Motion passed at 5-13.
For the record, could I ask the non-vote?
Well, I didn't hear Mr. Harmio say yes or no. I can't hear him. So I
Is he
can't count
on?
him as a yes.
Okay. So at this,
Can you
we'll
guys hear me?
continue the meeting.
We can now, sir.
Oh,
Yeah,
I'm
we hear you
sorry.
now.
I'm sorry. My phone was on mute. I apologize. I said yes twice. I apologize.
Okay, 9 yes, no. Motion passed 5-13.
Okay. Now we're going to the next item of our agenda, which is the nomination and selection of the secretary.
Share the wealth.
Any nomination for that position?
I would like
nominate
to
Master
nominate-
Sergeant Davis.
Harmio, get ready to say another name.
Second that.
Mr. Jaramillo, you were nominating?
No, that's fine. I was nominating Master Sergeant Davis, but you beat me to the punch, so we're good.
Cool. Any other nominations at this time for the selection of secretary? That could be any member of the council, parent, community rep, teacher, non-teacher. Anyone interested? Well, the silence. All right, so they did second that motion for nomination of Master Sergeant Davis. So we're opening for discussion.
I believe that Master Sergeant is the person that has done a great job in the past few years that we have served at the council. And I would like to please ask him to stay and continue the good job that you have been doing. So I didn't hear you accept the nomination, but I would love to see you at least shake your head yes to this nomination.
I'll finish this one out. Yeah, I'm sitting there looking at my other battle buddy over there, Miss Russo. She's done it for a couple of years. I'm pretty sure I can hang in there a couple more years. I wouldn't do you like that, Miss Russo, so I accept.
You are
All right,
very kind,
great.
sir.
Thank you.
Any other discussion? Close for discussion, roll call vote.
Mr. Jaramillo,
Yes.
Ms. Valentine,
Yes.
Ms. Hernandez,
Yes.
Mr. Keelis,
Yes.
Ms. Cervantes,
Yes.
Ms. Sanchez,
Yes.
Ms. Lopez,
Yes.
Russo,
Yes.
Mr. De Jesus,
Yes.
Sergeant Davis, yes. 9 yes, no no's. Motion passed. 5:17 p.m.
Congratulations, Master Sergeant Davis, on continuing to be our secretary. So we will continue to the next item in our agenda. Will be the nomination and selection of a vice chair. This could be a parent or community rep, and is for vice chair. And so this person will cover and help when the chair is not present. So any nominations?
I nominate myself.
I second that.
Any other nominations for the vice chair? Anyone else is interested in that position? Okay, open discussion. Close for discussion. Roll call vote.
Ms. Jaramillo, Ms. Valentine,
Yes.
Ms. Hernandez,
Yes.
Mr. Keelis,
Yes.
Sergeant Davis, yes. Ms. Russo,
Yes.
Mr. De Jesus,
Yes.
Ms. Sanchez,
Yes.
Ms. Lopez,
Yes.
Ms. Cervantes.
Yes.
Motion passed. 5:19. 9 yes, no no's.
The next item in our agenda is the nomination and selection of the FOIA OMA officer. There is some requirements, additional requirements on a online, I believe, course that has to be taken for this position. This is a person that sort of holds us accountable through the process of the meeting. So any nomination or selection of the FOIA OMA officer.
I nominate Ms. Hernandez.
I'm going to decline.
Miss,
I nominate Ms.
And
I nominate Ms. Lopez, knowing that she already has known another school as this position.
okay, I'll second that. Ms. Lopez, do you accept this nomination?
Yes, I do.
Okay, open for discussion. Anyone else interested in the FOIA OMA officer position at Steinmetz? Close for discussion, roll call vote.
Mr. Jaramillo,
Yes.
Ms. Valentine, Ms.
Yes.
Hernandez,
Yes.
Ms. Sakilis,
Yes.
Ms. Russo,
Yes.
Mr. DeJesus,
Yes.
Sergeant Davis, yes. Ms. Sanchez,
Yes.
Ms. Lopez,
Yes.
and Ms. Cervantes.
Yes.
9 yes, no nos, motion passed, 5:21 p.m.
Another important part of the organizational meeting is setting up our regular LSC meetings for the school year. So at this time, we want to set our regular scheduled meetings of the school year. Everyone should have gotten this agenda in a Google Doc, as well as proposed schedule for the year. So I don't know if everyone received that, if people could shake their head or do a thumb or something that we received it.
I'm also presenting it on the screen right now.
Uh-huh.
This basically just follows the same format of all of our previous meetings, which is the second Wednesday of each month. I guess the only question is whether or not we want to choose a January meeting, since this is our organizational meeting, or do we just want to wait until the February meeting?
So I guess we will, we're looking now at these dates, and then we'll go to discussion and hear some of the feedback of the council members of what they think. So everyone has the schedule. So the proposed is to keep as we've been having, which is, as Mr. Jaramillo said, second Wednesday of each month at 5 p.m. These are being done via Zoom, but if we were in school, they will be in room 128 unless noted. So the schedule goes as follows, as is presented, February 10, 2021, March 10, 2021, April 14, 2021, May 12, 2021, and June 9, 2021. And then the discussion will be if we do a January 20th meeting, or we just continue with our next LSC meeting, which will be February 10th.
Madam Chair, before we proceed
Yes.
with that, I would like to point out that we don't have here the July meeting, which is the organizational meeting for the coming year.
So I don't have a calendar in front of me. What will be the day in July? So what will be the second Wednesday in July? Is that after the holidays?
That would be the next organizational.
Sorry,
That would be the next organizational meeting. I thought in past years we've just come together as a group and decide what day that was and then give notice. But I don't believe we've ever selected it past June. Let me look at the LSC document that was sent to me, the template. I believe they do not ask for the organizational meeting for next year. That is set after the session is over. So let me just double check that document.
You're correct, sir. In the previous years, in the June meeting,
Yeah,
we identified the July meeting.
Yeah, I just wanted I just want to make it clear because since this is going to be of a short term, that we make sure that everything is the right way. Because as you know, we're doing an organizational meeting now in January, and we have to do another one in July. So just to make sure that everything is done the right way.
July.
And I just verified with the template that was sent to me.
So I think what we're saying.
I
Go ahead,
apologize, there's a
Jaime.
delay on my end. I just verified with the document that was sent to me by LSC Relations, and they only asked for the meetings from now until June, which is the end of the year for the LSC for this year. And then the organizational meeting, that's correct, it will be scheduled sometime in July, and the council will then decide at that time when in July the organizational meeting will be scheduled.
The only thing I have on the January meeting is do we have any budget items, anything approved prior to February? If we do, then we have to meet. If not, then, I mean, there's only a couple weeks later that we can wait.
So should we make a motion to approve and then discuss?
For a discussion, yeah. So I make a motion to approve to have Steinmetz local school council meeting the second of each month at 5 p.m.
I'll second that motion.
Okay, open for discussion.
Yeah, we can hold off as far as the school site is concerned. We can hold off until February 10th. It's only about 3 more weeks, but we don't have any budget transfers at this moment that are urgent that need to be addressed next week or anything like that. So as far as we're concerned, as far as I'm concerned, we can hold off until February 10th.
A question for the other parents in the LSC and stuff. I know they participate from other councils. Does this interfere in any way? Does this work for everyone?
I'm okay with it.
Cassandra, Sanchez.
I'm fine with it.
I know you guys are in other councils. Does this work?
I'm okay. I'm fine.
And are you guys wanting?
I'm
to
fine
meet
as well.
January 20th? Are you guys willing to? You guys want to meet January 20th, or we resume our regular LSC meeting on February 10th?
I think we should accept the motion as presented, that we continue our meeting in February 10, do that our principal indicated that there's no rush in any proposals.
Any other council members?
I agree with Mr. Healis.
Okay. So we're closing this discussion. I'll roll call vote.
Mr. Armio,
Yes.
Ms. Valentine,
Yes.
Mr. Keelis,
Yes.
Ms. Hernandez,
Yes.
Ms. Russo,
Yes.
Mr. De Jesus,
Yes.
Sergeant Davis, yes. Ms. Sanchez,
Yes.
Ms. Lopez,
Yes.
Ms. Cervantes,
Yes.
9 yes, no no's. Motion passed 5:29 p.m.
The next two items in the agenda are adopt the bylaws or establish a bylaw committee. is the next item in the agenda. We don't have bylaws that we're currently working on. So I'm making a motion to establish a bylaw committee to about bylaws for this council.
I'll second it.
Open for discussion.
Yeah, just, we did have, some bylaws in the past, which were just the clarification, which is on the screen, the policy of the 2 minutes public participation, and then the max, 2-hour meeting, monthly meeting. And then, it was also a suggested time, but, that each of these groups be restricted to 5 minutes of speaking time. So I don't know if we want to continue with those or not, or if we would, I mean, the nomination right now, I mean, the vote right now is whether or not we want to establish a committee. And then I guess the committee can then revisit these and then decide what they want to do. So, I just wanted to mention that before we vote on whether or not to adopt a bylaw committee or establish a bylaw committee.
Yeah, I think that's the goal, was to just establish the committee to kind of do what we have and kind of on that.
Okay, sounds good. Thank you for clarifying.
So that is, yeah, that is the motion. We did get that second, correct? Master Sergeant?
Mr. Armijo?
Yes, I second it.
Yes, it was second. So you ready for the vote?
Yes, sir.
So we're closing discussion?
Yeah, close of discussion and roll call vote.
Mr. Armijo? Ms. Valentine?
Yes.
Yes.
Mr. Keelis? Ms. Hernandez?
Yes,
Yes.
Ms. Russo?
Yes.
Mr. DeJesus?
Yes.
Sergeant Davis, yes. Ms. Sanchez?
Yes.
Ms. Lopez?
Yes.
Ms. Cervantes?
Yes.
9 yes, no no's, motion passed, 5:32 p.m.
The next item in the agenda, an optional item, is to adapt or readapt rules of orders for LSC meetings. How is that different from the bylaw? If we mention some of the things we already have, Mr. Jaramillo, how is this different from the bylaws?
Well, this is optional, and to be honest with you, I really don't know what the change in the rules of order. I mean, the only thing I'm familiar with is the I believe it's called the
Robert's rule.
Roberts. I was trying to remember the name. The Roberts rules of order, which all LSCs pretty much follow and almost all organizations follow. So it is an optional step, but I believe it's just reaffirming that we follow the Roberts rules of order for meetings.
And that is the law, and we're going to continue to do that. So I don't think this takes any voting because it's an optional item. Clarification?
I agree, ma'am.
it might not need a vote, but I think for us to be on the safe side, we could make a motion to follow the Robert Rules of Order. And that way, we just keep it that way.
So you made a motion to follow the Robert's orders as the law indicates for the council, correct?
That's correct.
I second that. open for discussion? Close discussion, roll call vote.
Mr. Jaramillo,
Yes.
Ms. Valentine,
Yeah.
Mr. Keelis,
Yes.
Ms. Hernandez,
Yes.
Ms. Russo,
Yes.
Mr. De Jesus,
Yes.
Sean Davis, yes. Ms. Sanchez,
Yes.
Ms. Lopez,
Yes.
Ms. Cervantes,
Yes.
9 yes, no no's. Motion passed 5:35 p.m.
So now we're making the announcement that our next LSC Steinmetz College Prep next LSC meeting is February 10th at 5 p.m. That is the announcement for our next meeting. I will work with Mr. Jaramillo in trying to launch a voice robocall to invite parents to this meeting. Now that we did an organizational meeting, and maybe we could do a good robocall where we're actually not a robot, but a human talking to parents and giving them the dates of all the upcoming LSC meetings. So I make a commitment to follow up with Mr. Jaramillo and work on that and see what we're able to do on that matter. Any public participation? Master Sergeant, do we have any public participation?
No, ma'am.
And if I could interject, I'm going to put LSC Relations requires that we fill out one form with your contact information for every member. And in order to keep things private, I don't want to put it out there for everybody to see. So in order to keep it private, if you can email me, I'm going to put my information and what I need from you. And so I'm going to put it in the chat. What I need is your name, your home address, your phone number or contact number, and your email address. And if you could send it to me via email, then that way I can update the contact information for the board. So I'm going to put it here in the link, and that's my email address. Feel free to email it to me, and that way I could update the sheet. And if I don't hear from you, then I'll try to give you a call back by the end of the week, just in case I don't have that information. Thank you, everybody.
Mr. Jaramillo, does that information then become public?
To my
Like,
understanding,
is it like public?
I can double check on that for you, but to my understanding, it is not. The only way that it does become public was for the organizational meeting in which we were going to share it with whoever was going to make contact with all the members. But otherwise, that information is supposed to remain private. From my understanding, maybe Master Sergeant could confirm or not.
The information is the only individual know the information is current members know the only thing they know from you is your email address, because we know everyone's email address. The chair, for what I know, the chair, the principal, and the secretary would get your phone number. That's it. And the other information, the LSC relation, keep that information so they can track your training and anything else you're doing, so they can send you emails.
I have a question. This is Norma. This information is supposed to appear, that currently LSC is supposed to appear in the main page of the school.
Only your name, ma'am. They can put your name on the main page. If you request for your email address to be on there, you definitely can. A lot of schools do put the members of the LSC on their page, but no other contact information other than that. But sometimes there is a link just in case, parents want to email a LSC rep, they can do that. But that's just something we have to decide. A lot of individuals don't want the information released.
Okay. Thank you.
I think there's a question from the community.
That was a statement. Yes, the freedom of information, that individual email address is linked to the community. So that information is given out by CPS. So if someone in the community want documents from the LSC, they go to the freedom of information person and get that information. That email is released though to the public.
Yeah. Well, I don't have any problem with making my information public. If I am serving the LSC, I'm gonna have to be willing and able to share my information. So no big deal. You could put my info if needed to. So do we have any other participants?
If the council members feel more comfortable with me getting that information from LSC Relations before they send it to me, I can try to get that information, confirmation by the end of the week, and send it to everyone via email. I'm assuming the emails that I have on file are the correct emails. So I'll try to get the information and send it out. And then when you're ready, then you can email me your information. If you feel comfortable already sending it to me, then just go right ahead and send it to me. And then I'll follow up with you if I don't get your information.
Yeah, I would say that information, I don't have no problems because if I'm serving the community, they should know how to get in contact with me if they have any problems that they would like to discuss with me as a community rep. So I wouldn't have any problems. The other thing that I would like to say before we leave is that I want to welcome the new members, but I would like to see the new members because I don't know who they are.
Yeah. Mr. Jaramillo, as you're doing some research as well, is there any way to find out if there is an option that, let's say, we do want to meet in person, or right, like so many things are changing, and they're talking about starting to have more access. Is there any way to still that option to want to meet in person could meet and still have the Zoom option? Could we find out a little bit more about that?
Okay, I will do. So I'll find out about providing personal information, and I will also find out about the possibility of meeting in person. Are you saying for a council meeting or a committee meeting?
Yeah, for like a council meeting, yeah, or a committee meeting.
Okay. As far as I know, up to this point, they haven't sent any guidance about meeting in person just yet. But you're right, things are changing day by day. So I'll go ahead and double check and get back to all the members.
Yeah. And
The other thing, ma'am.
I want to go ahead, Mr. Sergeant.
The other thing, we didn't do I know it's not required, but we didn't do a sergeant of arms. So, I don't know if we wanted to do that this time, we could have, but we didn't. So, no.
That's the same person that is going to be doing the FOIA.
Okay.
Mr. Sergeant, did you get that? Okay. So I also want to echo what Jose said. I want to welcome all the new members. I want to welcome our student representatives. We want to welcome you, invite you to a space where it's safe. We want to let you know we're here to hear your voice and your peers' voice. I know it may be a little bit intimidating. There's a lot of adults in the room and teachers, but this committee is to continue to move to Steinmetz forward. So we're here for you. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out. And to the new members, I'm eager to work with you guys and really hope that we grow as a council and we continue to work together. But I can't end this meeting without remembering a very important part of Steinmetz and an LSC member that is no longer with us, that has passed to be with God, and that is our community rep, Matthew Morgenthau. We want to remember Matthew as a fighter for our school. for someone that even before our times was there, trying to serve and trying to create change, and trying to always hold CPS accountable to the standards. So he will be missed. He will definitely be missed. And it's just an indicator that life is fragile. That in spite of all that's going on in the world, we got to take care of your self-care, right? As I look at my teachers in the Zoom, self-care is important. We have to take care of each other. And know that these battles we take on to do them together. So Matthew Morgenthau, we love you. You will be missed, but your legacy will continue in this council. So I would like that for our next LSC meeting, we talk about ways that we could honor Matthew, with putting a plaque in the building, working with local elects after him, just something, because his work can be forgotten. So have a legacy. So I thought it was important to talk about that. He was important and part of this.
And in the word of Matthew, that he always liked caliente.
Thank you, Vanessa, for
So
update.
Thank
It's
you.
not as I don't know that this happens to Matthew.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, thank you everybody for speaking about Matthew and taking a moment. At the next meeting, I was going to propose that be part of the agenda so that we can have a moment of silence and remembrance for Matthew. And also, I just want to give a little background information about his work on the council and his service to country and to the neighborhood. Some things that I just learned recently that I would like to share. And it's our time is very short on this earth, and always hindsight is 2020. And it's the type of thing where when you start hearing the things that he was involved in and he did, and you're like, wait a minute, I didn't know all this about him. And you always wish you had a little more time to learn a little bit more about somebody else. So thank you everybody for caring and for letting everybody know.
Steinmetz LSC, we are ready for our 2021 school year. Thank you all, and I look forward to an amazing year and accomplish a lot of things because we can't do this alone. We do it together. So with that, we adjourn our meeting. Anyone second?
I do
I
second.
would let,
that?
sorry.
Roll call vote.
Mr. Armio,
Yes.
Ms. Valentine,
Yes.
Mr. Keelis,
Aye.
Ms. Hernandez,
Yes.
Ms. Russo,
Yes.
Mr. DeSuze,
Yes.
Sergeant Davis, yes. Ms. Sanchez,
Yes.
Ms. Lopez,
Yes.
and Ms. Cervantes.
Yes.
9 yes, no no's, motion passed 5:48 p.m.
Thank you. Have a good night and be blessed. See you
All right. Thank you.
February 10th.
Thank you again, everybody. Have a great night.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
You too. Bye-bye.
I'm gonna wait around until everyone exits the room, and then I will stop the recording.